I think the first thing that went through a lot of people's head when they heard that Modern Warfare was coming for the Wii was, how do you actually convert the game for the PS3 and the 360, who are clearly technically superior machines, to the Wii hardware?
Sure. Well, the team at Treyarch, there's a team of programmers and producers and artists at Treyarch that have been working on the Wii for a really long time. Getting back to even the GameCube, they've been working on this technology. And they've been working on shooters for Call of Duty. This is, they did Call of Duty on the Call of Duty 3 on the Wii. They did World at War on the Wii last year, and this year Modern Warfare. Last year they ported the Call of Duty 4 engine to the Wii, which was an amazing feat. And over the last 12 months, they've been working on tuning and getting as much raw power out of that. And we've been lucky enough to, get Modern Warfare working on it, playing great, single player, multiplayer, and really just getting a great looking game now on the Wii. Yeah, it's a technical challenge, but those guys were up to it.
Was there anything during development that you just had to say, okay, this is impossible for us to do?
Getting the engine working last year we thought was impossible, so it's like, what else can we do? I think the one thing we tried to do was increase the multiplayer count, and we did that. So last year it was 8 players on World at War, now we have 10 players in multiplayer. We've even improved some other things in multiplayer, so now we have host migration active, so right now that's a great thing. So if the host drops out, the game's still going. And then we even sort of just optimize more things in the game itself. So the texture resolution is higher, so we got more fidelity on the engine, so now the textures are a higher resolution, so it looks better. We've improved the particle effects engine a little bit, so now explosions look good, the fire effects look better, even sort of mist and smoke is in there in both single player and multiplayer, so that's another thing we've been able to do. And then the last thing we really focused on is really just refining the controls even more. I think the fact that this team year over year has worked on a shooter for the Wii, they've seen, okay, maybe people want less gestures, maybe they want to refine the control. So we've given you really the whole sort of developer toolbox on tuning your controls. If you want to aim with the Wii mode, if you want to aim with the nunchuck, if you want to even use this new precision aiming that we've included, which is a little bit more like making the Wii mode like a mouse control. We've put that in there. Your dead zone you can completely customize both in normal view and aim down sight mode, and really just remap the controls any which way you want. We've even set a whole bunch of different defaults that us at the developer really like to use and play with, so those are there too. So you can try those out and see if mix and match things, but really the full customization of the controller is up to you. We also support the zapper on both single player and multiplayer, so it's a lot of stuff. But
no classic controller?
No classic controller, unfortunately. It needs one more button for us to have all the stuff we need to do, so little note to Nintendo there.
The multiplayer part, what's that working on the Wii compared to, for example, on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network?
Sure. So number one, the multiplayer has got everything. One of the things that we really want people to know about the game, it's the full game. Single player, multiplayer, it's got it all. We haven't left anything on the cutting room floor. We haven't compromised anything. All the things about Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer are in there. XP, prestige, challenges, ranking up, customizing your class, all the different game modes, domination, sabotage, headquarters, free-for-all, team deathmatch, it's all in there. Even the stats are there. So it's one of the things that we really wanted to, we know multiplayer is probably the most addictive thing about this game. It's what given people 2 years out now that the original came out on 360 PC. It's still one of the top multiplayer games out there, and it's still allowed people to be addicted to this game, and we want people to have that same addiction on Wii. So for us, that was the key sort of setup point. Let people, give them everything about the multiplayer. Things that we've improved on it is just sort of how the friend list component works. So if your friend is in your, you exchange game codes with your friends, you will in-game be able to see if they are online and playing Modern Warfare and invite them in to play your games. So it's just one of the things we've been able to improve on that.
Is this something that Activision plans to do with more Call of Duty titles? Can we expect to see Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, for example, next year?
Well, right now the team at Treyarch's finishing this one, and the team at Infinity Ward is finishing their masterpiece. So, who knows what happens next, but those guys are focused on that first. So one of the things we brought over from World at War, there was a great feature on the Wii with squad mate mode. And what this is basically a second player can join in anywhere on the single player campaign, even at the beginning, and join their friend on the same couch and basically join in on all the fun. So they get a reticle on screen, they can pick any of the weapons that are in the environment, they can change weapons and basically support their buddy going through the entire campaign. It's a good way to sort of have a casual Call of Duty experience. Some people don't like all the first person movement, but that way it's sort of almost like a rail shooter of Call of Duty. But we think it's a great feature, it's exclusive to the Wii only, and it's a great way for a couple people to play Modern Warfare together.